And
Here we go.
live.
Here we go.
Here we
Here-
go.
Here goes the race.
I'm seeing nothing yet.
Welcome,
Well,
folks.
Well, that's what the
Hello,
tip delay
everybody.
is there for, right?
And the runners are off. So today our restream is by Def, and I'm Xanthia. This is Agathor and Rich. How are you guys doing?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm good. Should
Good
be
night,
a
Rich.
pretty interesting race today.
In the tourney prediction bracket, it looks like Xander has the 100% prediction rating. The only one in the tournament so far. So, hopefully we see an upset of everyone's prediction brackets.
Hopefully.
that would make this ever so slightly interesting. Not ever so slightly, very, very interesting.
I mean, I'd be surprised if Xander did lose because, you know, his PBs in most of the categories he's been running have been actually really good lately, and his consistency has been good. So if he struggles in this, I would be 100% surprised.
Yeah, so we have Xander with a 37.44, and we have a, sorry if I butcher your name, Straevaras with a 39.20. So about a 2-minute separation, and we'll see how much that affects both of these runners' times at the end of this race. But World 1, there's a very rare chance that one person is going to get a massive lead on the other person. So we're really going to have to wait until World 2 and World 3 before we start to see more dynamic strategies and differentiated just like stuff. I ran out of English words.
There's not much to talk about in World 1, so we're just gonna have to wait to see if one of them gets the shell jump. I don't know if Xander goes for shell jumps in his runs.
No, he doesn't. Xander doesn't do shell jumps. I think he will just stay away from those. I think he will
So
play
he-
safe.
Yeah, he did play it safe. He stopped on the shell, which shaves a few lag frames, I believe.
Yeah, does get a 272 though, which is only about 3 in-game seconds off of Xander's time. So there's probably maybe a second and a half separating both of them now.
21. It looks like Straevaras is 2 seconds ahead, but that doesn't mean much until we get to the later levels.
Yep. Xander with a very solid Castle 1 room so far. It looks like it's gonna be a 281 if he gets the door. And yep, gets a 281. Let's see how Stray does. Looks like he gets a 279. Playing it a little bit safe there. Definitely not a bad decision to make.
Shout out to 281 door. A pretty difficult thing for newer runners, but you can get it pretty consistently over time. And this comes from his lack of 11 exit knowledge, so...
Well, we all know 11 exit. You know, us 96 runners, we don't like the shorter runs. I think Xander and I tend to stay away from 11.
I hate 11.
It's too optimized.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
So Xander has got a 320 something fade out. I need to just
And
wait.
it looks like Stray is about 28 seconds ahead of his
324.
It looks like he must have died in World 1 in Stray's PB, so definitely good to see that he's ahead. And a 38 is more than possible at this current state.
Well, it's too early. I reckon it's too early in the run to say anything like that because anything can happen from here until the last fight.
Absolutely.
I
Alright, solid kick ground
hopefully-
from Xander.
I just want to defend myself quickly.
Flight
I
speeds
was
are kind to both of our runners right now.
I was told that Stray was a completely new runner, not a 39.20 or something. Like that's pretty good.
So Xander's got flight quite nicely.
Wow.
Looks like that might be
And
fast
as
fly.
Stray.
And that will be misses the key, so that's a 359 in the keyhole. Let's see what Stray gets.
Ooh.
Also a 359, so very neck and neck right now still. Less than a level separating our runners. All right, so now we have both Xander and Stray working their way through DS1. See how Shell Grab goes. Shell Grab, even though people say it's easy, it has messed me up so many times to the point
It
where I
can go
cry.
wrong if you
Xander
hold
gets
way
it,
too long.
and Stray does a very interesting strategy here. Just does normal flight and spins the Koopa out of his shell. So,
Something I've not seen
oh,
before,
breaks
but
the shell.
oh, rest in peace, Shell.
Oh, and Xander
And
seems to have
Xander
lost cape.
loses
I didn't
his
see what
cape.
happened. All right, 246 from Xander, and let's see what Stray gets. A 243.
So if anyone's wondering why I'm not commentating as much, I'm actually way far behind in terms of time than the rest of the commentators. I don't know why. So you guys are.
Looks like Straevaras is going to get a little bit of a lead here as Xander goes
Yeah.
back to DP1 to get a feather.
Yeah, I believe he could have gotten a feather in DP3, but he would have had to no cape most of it, which is definitely very risky, especially in a category like this where anything could happen. And we
Sometimes
see
you
a
just gotta go
281 from Stray.
Sometimes you just gotta go safe.
Absolutely. And that would be an optimal ghost house for Xander. Very good, Xander. Alright, Donut Plains 3, and Xander will also move on to Donut Plains 3 just a little bit later. So, let's see if... Oh, Stray misses the flight on those platforms there, but let's see if Stray can get Fast Fly to make up for that. Xander does get the flight off of the platform, so an optimal DP3 would not be surprising.
Looks like Stray missed that one. This is how far behind I am. I keep refreshing, but every time I do, I'm missing the action. So, all I'm seeing here is standard DP3 flight. There's not really much to say, other than
there really is
keep
nothing.
flying.
There's a few flyover levels in these in those Starworld, so there isn't much to say except hope they get Fast Fly. Now
Good DP3s from both runners. So now here's where we're going to start to see a little bit of differentiating in the strats. So we'll see if Stray plays it safe and goes for Yoshi here for VD1, but I think Xander will be flying over the rest of the stage and just doing the flight speed strat. And it looks like Stray won't be going for it either.
I think they'll both fly over. I mean, I've seen Xander play 1,000 times now, and he will just fly whenever he can, because cape is OP.
Cape is my favorite power up.
So hopefully nothing terrible happens, like no one hits a Goomba. Well, Stray's finished with a 262, Xander with a 263. Not too bad.
Alrighty, so let's see how Mortonfly goes for both. Oh, Stray misses the fight at the beginning. Let's see what he does to make up for that. It looks like he's going to be going for it again. Oh, misses it again. This is a real opportunity for Xander here. Let's see how his Mortonfly goes.
Is now taking the lead at the moment.
Gets the spring fly. It seems like, yep, Stray definitely got in the pipe. And, this is really sketchy for Xander. I'm scared. Oh, okay. Makes it to the top just fine. As long as he doesn't die, we'll be all good. Alright, very solid. Very solid. I think he will still be ahead of his PB by the looks of it if he splits. Yeah, definitely. And, Stray... Oh, misses the P-speed at the beginning. Just does the recovery strat with the spring. And he will have to climb up the rest of Morton without P-speed, unfortunately.
So I'll lose quite a lot of time having to do that. I mean, it happened in my run, and it's the point where I tilted.
27.5 seconds ahead.
Oh, loses the cape at the top of Morton, so unfortunately, we'll probably lose maybe 6 seconds, depending on...
Fireflower, really dude. Lost Fireflower.
Yes, Fireflower, yeah.
It's unfortunate.
So let's see how well VD1 strat goes for Xander. Hopefully he'll get it first try.
It's not a too difficult strat. Runs back and forth just to get that P-speed and misses the flight anyway. Does the dive bomb, grabs the Buzzy Beetle, and moment of truth, gets the flight.
He gets the flight. Good.
380 keyhole. And meanwhile, Stray is in the Morton cutscene and will continue on to do the same thing.
hopefully do the same.
So now Xander's in.
That's for sure. Let's hope. Let's see if he can catch up.
Solid, very solid VS1 from Xander right here. Waits on the spring a little bit just to avoid getting hit. Makes it through the Koopa
I
safely.
think that was a bit risky in terms of that strat. I would have waited a cycle there. But he got through safely, so I guess it works for him.
Straevaras getting a backup Fire Flower here. And we'll continue on with the VD1. Gets through it quite nicely.
Oh, nice. Gets the flight.
With the backup
there.
flower.
Very smart. Very smart.
Now we're over into Xander's VS2. Just
and
another
it-
flyover level.
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
Ah, lost his cape.
Straevaras
Yep,
losing
gets hit
his
by the
cape.
Koopas there, but does
Runs
manage
back down
to
to try to get
grab
his,
the recovery.
his flower get.
Hopefully he knows some no cape strats in VS2 because that will help.
Yeah, and
a
he can
lot.
absolutely. There's a cape in the next level if he absolutely needs it.
That'll be
and-
in the note block. And 261 for Stray.
Well, Xander will begin to fly over the Yoshi food level.
Xander's having a pretty solid run at the moment, but it doesn't surprise me. He's very consistent in his runs. So there's not really much else we can say for Xander because
Oh, well, it
he's
looks
just
like Yuna.
having a good
or-
run.
Not Yuna. I don't know why I said Yuna. I just saw her in chat and I thought of Yuna. Stray
dude.
is going back to VD1 to grab a cape. Freedom cape.
Ah, that is
I'm sorry.
unfortunate. I didn't
Yeah,
know about
you know, I can't help thinking about Nala Smug. I'm sorry. I saw your name in chat and that was like the first thing I thought of. So instead of saying Stray, I said Yuna.
Xander's in VS
Nala Smug.
Fort, Valley Fort. Seems to be having a solid fort. Let's hope it doesn't get hit by a fish or spiked, which can happen. It has happened to Xander in a 96 race before. It's caused him to reset before. But he seems to be going through this pretty well, concentrating hard, I guess. Stray just finishing up VS2, I believe. So now Stray's in the Yoshi food level.
Hopefully Resdor is nice to Xander here, and our Straevaras when he gets to him as well.
So Stray, who I just realized is not the same person as Yuna, is now flying over Vanilla Secret 2, or pardon me, Vanilla Secret 3,
Resnor
and is keeping pretty good
Not
pace with
inspired.
Xander, about one level apart.
Resnor fit.
So Xander entering BB1. Let's hope there's no upset here. Let's hope he doesn't die here, like in the last race, where one of the runners did end up dying, unfortunately. This is
Yeah, well,
where...
That's a good thing.
well, I didn't want to say that, but let's just hope it's Xander doesn't... Xander's playing a risky game here, going swag. He should just calm down on the swag, I'd say. But, you know, he's good, but he might not be that good. Xander seems to have let up on the swag a little bit. Gets his bounce. Stray is going alright in Valley Fort. Now let's see if Xander goes for his one-ups. He's got a bounce.
Hopefully
he's not.
Resnor is nice.
Alright, Stray now entering room 2 of Vanilla Fort. Let's see how he's able to compensate with these Resnors. Ooh,
We're
goes
going
for
for
fast
fast
Resnor.
Resnor. Nice.
Ooh.
Yo.
Oh, he got it.
Nice.
Nice.
Resnor
Very
playing
solid.
nice.
Just barely avoids the fireball hitbox too. That's
Awesome.
insane. Xander just kind of playing out of the auto scroller here. Bored as heck.
I mean, personally, I would have sort of played that Resnor fight safe, but if Stray is happy doing fast Resnor, I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, I mean, a very interesting thing is like a lot of people, including myself, haven't been doing fast Reznor, especially when you're in a tourney environment like this. It's just not worth the risk, but it's very cool to see Stray actually go for it, just to gain as much time as he possibly can over Xander.
Xander now exiting BB1, and he will go into BB2.
Yep. Not a
I think
lot of
so.
stuff
They
to
were in the
talk
same
about
level.
other than Ludwig's Castle coming up. Both, I believe
They're
both
about
winner. I'll
a-
see for a minute with Xander.
Xander's
both have
about
Fire Flower.
3/4
Yep, they
of an
do both
auto
have Fire
scorer
Flower.
ahead.
Looks like Stray's going for the one-up strat off the Coopers, hopefully.
Nice, gets the one up.
You can get 2 one-ups off those if you do play your cards right. I've
Yeah,
never
if you
managed
just
to
hit
do
the
it.
second but twice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go for that because I'm just too busy considering. I just want to get through this level as fast as possible.
That's
BB1 is not a level that I want to spend any amount of time in.
true.
The only
It's
time I
interesting
spend
to
in
note that-
BB1 is how can I get more one-ups so I don't accidentally game over later.
Well, it's nice to see also that neither of the runners soft-locked.
Yep, I agree with
believe-
that. And it looks like
can't you
Xander
only
is
soft
now
lock on
in
the
Ludwig, so we'll see how Ludwig treats him today.
Can't you
I wonder
only
what
soft
strat
lock in
he'll
the
do.
Japanese version?
Oh, he does drop the Fire Flower in the second room.
Yes, that's a good. That's the strat I do when I manage to keep 5 flower.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, he gets through.
Oh, yeah, he gets through.
Oh,
That was sketchy, but that was good.
Oh.
So let's see how well his his cages go.
This cave.
Yeah, his cave.
The
Yeah, I
cage
can't
cave.
English either, Xanthia. Right, so his
Yeah,
cage is
we're friends.
Are you gonna cage cave?
And gets the
Ludwig kill.
fireballs, gets the kill. Nice. And that should be on PB
Nice
pace
quick
for Xander.
Ludwig.
And
Just-
Stray is now flying over Butterbridge 2 and will join Xander on the road to World 5 with horrid clips and everything that everyone hates.
Hopefully
Exciting.
both of the runners get first try clip. If they don't, it will be frustrating for them both.
As we've seen, there's just so many bad things that can happen in World 5, including dying to Roy Fly, especially
like-
not getting clips the first time.
It
It's
looks
just
like Xander is
absolutely
ahead of his
punching.
PB by 55.7 seconds.
oh
gold-
my
with a
gosh.
pink
Stray
split.
barely gets through the first room and looks like, yep, he'll be going for cape strats in the second room.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Oh, he lost his cape.
Oh,
And his fire flower.
Oh, no.
Inspired
He
too.
shouldn't have gone back. That's the biggest mistake he's made now, is going back. He might not make
Will
it.
he make
out.
it?
Will he make
I,
it?
I don't think he will.
Oh, he made it!
Oh,
Yes!
that was so good. I'm actually clapping. That was epic. He actually made that. Holy shit, that was good.
Chooses
I
not to
didn't
go
think
for
there
the
was a
backup
chance.
mushroom.
Oh well, and I'm
in
also very
this
surprised
room.
that Stray isn't going for the backup mushroom in this room, because if he dies to Ludwig, especially after that clutch, that'll be incredibly sad.
And Xander missing the wing strat in Forced of Illusion 1.
Though I think that's the first time we've seen FOI1 wings attempted in a race.
I'm surprised Xander went for that, considering it only saves what,
Oh,
70 seconds.
Stray does not get the cycle skip, so he will have to waste, I don't know how much one cycle is, it's probably around 7 seconds.
I think it's a
Alright,
bit more than that, I'm gonna fight that, yeah.
So Stray is now roughly maybe a minute and a half behind PB.
Xander
and-
did not get clip. He's going to go for second
no.
try.
It's
Hopefully
absolutely
he gets
horrible. In there!
it. He's through. That is good to see. Let's
Wow,
hope
you guys
Stray
got
gets
ahead of
through
me.
first time as
Why'd
well.
you do that?
Say again, Rich.
You guys got ahead of me.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
refresh my streams.
Yeah, we are a little bit ahead. Just a little bit.
Let's hope Xander doesn't miss the key grab. No, he gets it.
Oh,
Ends
gets
up above.
Yep.
It's fine.
And now Stray will be going into Force of Illusion as Small Mario. So let's see what he does. He will probably be opting to go for that cape in the roulette block, as well as grabbing a Yoshi here. It seems like he's going for the mushroom in the first block. It's a little bit slower, but definitely better to be safe than sorry.
It works in Stray's interest to actually play a little bit safer
grabs
now
the Yoshi.
because it will set him up in good stead later on if Xander makes a mistake. If he's got power-ups, he could potentially catch up.
All right, he'll be coming up on the roulette block here in a second. Yep, grabs the cape. Definitely smart. And let's see if he goes for wings here.
No, he won't.
It doesn't look like he's
No.
going for wings, no.
He's going through this quite slowly, quite carefully, which is good and bad. I would have tried to have got P-Speed earlier, but, you know, it's better
It's good
be
to
safe.
see
It
that.
looks like
Oh man, that was sketchy
has
for
very little
Xander.
chance to do so.
It's good to see that Xander is doing what I'm not, which is getting the wrong exit. So props
Now,
to Xander for
is,
remembering.
in fact, getting out of Forced Evolution and will be going into Roy, and will be attempting Roy Fly.
Right,
Let's see how
heart
well
in
it
the
goes for
throat
him.
moment.
He will be attempting Roy Flight, Rich. I don't think you believe in Xander.
No, I think Xander will get it, but if he doesn't, this will set him back
Xander's
quite a
on
bit.
team.
Oh,
Oh,
He went too late! No, Xander, that has set him back a
I've
significant
gotten
amount
that
of time.
feeling before. Oh man, that's
Uh,
absolutely
so-
terrible. All right, well,
It
let's
looks
see
like
what's Stray.
Straevaras is going for a backup flower here in Forced Evolution 1 before he goes back
Alrighty.
to Forced Evolution 2.
Wait, what?
Why has he done that? I don't know, but
I think.
Not something I would.
He wants a fire flower for Roy. That's-
Yeah, but it's still. I don't think it would have saved time because he went back
No.
for it.
Oh,
Oh, misses clip first time. Let's see if he goes for easy clip, and I think he will be going for it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, he's going for it. He skipped it after the first time.
my advice: if you're going for easy clip, there's a, which is the most depressing thing about it.
Oh,
What?
running into some urchins there. Seems like he's made it past
Xander
fine.
now gets
There's also
to
Xander
a-
gets his Roy Fly. Let's hope that the second section goes well for him and he doesn't end up
So-
screwing up.
I want to point something out that's kind of interesting on. Oh, it doesn't even look like Stray's going for easy clip either. But so he got the fire flower in FOY1, and I guess he was expecting to get hard clip because I don't think he knew that there was a fire flower in this stage too. So
So Xander could
Uh,
potentially
yep.
still be ahead of PB at this point. By 10 seconds, maybe?
Also, Eric makes up a good point that he might not know some good backups. So he could just want to have a fire flower and feather.
So it looks like Xander's ahead of PB still by 27 seconds. Looks like I can't count.
me too. It's fine. We've all
so
felt it.
It's still ahead, which is good, but anything can still happen.
Swagging out a little bit at the end.
Yep. Swag equals skill. Alrighty, Xander just now closing out of the cutscene, and we'll be moving on to CI1. Let's see if he goes for Unicape. Nala Smug.
Xander's doing an interesting flying strat here. I've not seen this strat before. Personally, I just fly over. Because he's going in the pipe, of course, as you can get... Save 1 second here. Because you get 64 fly instead of 51. Only saves about a second. I personally wouldn't go for it. He's
I
so
wish
far
I had
ahead
64 fly.
All right, I moved the microphone closer to my face. Somebody told me I was quiet.
Oh, doesn't go for Unicape. No Nala Smug. Oh my goodness. How could you do this to us?
I think Xander's confident in his game. Doesn't feel like he needs it, which is good to see, to be honest.
Stray is now going to be attempting Roy Fly. Hopefully he'll get it.
All right, thank you, Eric.
I hope he gets it first try.
So based on what I've seen so far and like FOI2 and stuff, like we'll see if he knows like a visual cue for it. Looks
So
like
if he doesn't, he should dive now, which he does.
very
He
nice.
gets it.
Stray.
That'll definitely gain some time over Xander for sure. All right, carrying the P-switch to the end. I'll lose his flight there, but seems like he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Sketchy. All right, gets to the end just fine.
He gets fast Roy kill, which is good to see.
Yep, I think Xander just... I wasn't watching him at the moment, but I think he just finished Ghost House successfully. Yep, he did. Alrighty, let's see what happens.
Xander
with Xander.
is 27 seconds ahead of his PB at the moment, while Straevaras is a minute 55 behind, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll be able to make up that time in the later part of the run.
Alright, solid first room from Xander. Now going on to the second room, the hardest room at the game. You have to tap left a couple times. Painful.
Xander getting
Alrighty.
through chocolate.
And as special request by Deaf Guys, he asked you guys to delay your streams by about 2 or 3 seconds.
Alrighty.
Considering we are way too far ahead of the stream itself.
Yeah. Pardon us.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll delay our commentary by a few seconds.
Xander's now in Chocolate Secret. He does Steven Strat.
Straevaras getting the pipe fly.
Oh, I just thought Xander was about to lose his cape there, but he managed to save that.
And choosing to also not go for
Xander entering room 2 now.
spare cape.
Xander getting through room 2 pretty nicely. Stray now entering Ghost House. Let's hope he gets a nice flawless Ghost House.
Yeah, it can be very weird to stay just above the screen, because especially like as 96 runners, you want to go as high as you possibly can and just fly over the level. But with this one, you kind of got to be aware of your flight speed, or not your flight speed. Sorry, your height, and that can be a little bit stressful.
Stray is now entering the final room of the Ghost House. Gets it. Xander's finished Choco Secret.
A nice end to his Ghost House adventures.
Yep.
I have to
That'll
say,
be the
Stray
end.
has been doing very, very well in this race. Some interesting decisions, but his gameplay has been really, really good.
Yeah, very consistent so far, which is really impressive, especially in a tourney race. All right, Xander entering Wendy. Let's see how, or let's see if he goes for Crusher Skip. He gets it. Very nice.
Heyo!
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit ahead there.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit.
Xander is just about to enter
maintains his
room
speed
2.
And entering room 2 now.
Oh, he lost Pete speed by hitting the block, and now he can't. Oh, he's doing the backup. Nice delay. Now he's in the fight.
Xander getting through Wendy just alright. Hopefully the fight treats him well.
Very nice so far. Seems like he's gonna get good RNG. And he
And
does.
the fight treats him
Flawless.
well.
Oh, it doesn't get the wall clip. I'm afraid that Stray is gonna win now.
That was a bit sketchy from Stray there. He just made the same mistake as Xander. Could have lost his cape if he got hit by the football.
Yeah, it was concerning.
Cooter kill.
Just gonna say, coming up after this, we have Eric and Smartball. One of the closest races we've had yet, I think. Very, very hard to predict. Each
Absolutely.
racer saying the other one will win.
I gotta say,
But
Stray's
deep
been
down-
playing
deep down, they
really
both have confidence in
consistently.
themselves.
I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't tilted. He's been playing really consistently, and he hasn't let the mistakes get to him, which is good to see from a runner.
Absolutely.
So Xander grabbing the backup cape. I
And
think he's going to go for
that-
the skip, the damage boost through the
They'll
blue.
put an ending to Chocolate Secret for Stray. And Xander is now going to hopefully attempt Boomerang despawn now that he's in Sunken Ghost Ship, and would like
Xander
to
had-
keep a pretty solid lead above Stray, but it looks like there's over a level's worth of distance between them.
Agathor, do
Xander
you know
might
if
need to delay-
Xander goes for the was it the boo ring strat where it's like the damage
I-
boost?
Yeah, I believe he will. I think that's why he
Oh,
went for the
Gets
backup
the
cape.
despawn. Very nice.
So yeah, he would do that. Yep,
And he did in
Xander-
fact do that.
and he got it. Now let's just hope he can keep his cape in the next room. And to echo what Xander said during the last stream, I don't think anyone knows a good lag reduction strat. Everyone does it differently. I mean, this is the way Xander does it versus the way I do it versus the way any other runner do it. It's so different. So Stray having an okay room 2 in Wendy. Now he's in the fight. Let's hope his fight goes as well as Xander's went.
Getting pretty good spawns so far.
Yeah, let's just hope
On
the
to the
Toad
last
goes
hit.
nice.
Orb.
Oh, boy.
He got the worst hit. Yeah. You
And
guys do
very
all
solid
wrong.
Wendy from Stray on the other hand as well.
Teach us, oh
We
my
got one
Agathor.
orb down.
If you want to
Straevaras
do orb, you have to
ending
go.
his Wendy adventures.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty good.
This is why I went first,
Xander's
guys.
Xander's currently having a very good Vob 1. Let's just hope he keeps Cape. But he doesn't seem to be struggling, which is good to see.
Amazing, very
Interesting.
solid.
Let's see if he grabs his block. Yeah, he's going for the block so he can get his backup Cape.
And there he gets his backup cape.
So now we have Stray in Sunken Ghost Ship, but it doesn't look like he'll go for the despawn. Not despawn, the damage boost.
Yeah, I also find it very surprising that he's been opting to keep his Fireflower lately, especially towards the end of the run. It's always good to have a backup cape, even if you're not going for the damage boost. So very interesting strategies here.
Is that because he doesn't realize, or is it because
I
he
actually
doesn't
do not
want?
So for some of the newer runners, it's hard to realize that you don't need the fire flower.
Ooh, is
past
Xander setting up
Roy.
Sandbar? Oh,
Oh no, he
no, he does
got
not.
fake
go for
Sandbar.
Sandbar. He does the cycle skip.
Choosing
call
the
that-
Straevaras choosing to weigh out the boo ring cycle to make sure he keeps both his feather and flower.
Definitely not a problem, though.
I think at this point Xander's has essentially won the race, unless something drastically goes wrong. But there's not really much to say in Vob 2 because it's just a boring level. Nothing happens. Yeah, Stray having a solid ghost ship. I need to prepare myself.
That
I should just
collective,
commentate the race like this.
the collective orb destruction of the microphones.
So Xander's a solid Valley 4. Oh, he got damaged. Frame
Ooh.
rule there. Still got. That's why he kept his backup cape. It's good.
You
good
know,
idea
I
to
gotta
get his
say it.
backup.
I gotta say at this point, I'm not really paying attention to the race. I'm just basking in the healthy glow of Agathor's commentary.
What commentary is bad commentary? So, Xander's not doing the P-speed strat that he usually does here, which means he's playing it safe, which means he wants to win. I mean, it sounds stupid to say like he wants to win, but I think he wants it more than he realizes, which is why he's playing much safer than he normally does. And Stray
Agathor,
gets through.
I think you're
Also,
wrong
I did not
there.
realize how far ahead Xander was in his PB.
Oh yeah.
He is 49.5 seconds ahead of his PB and has 2 gold splits.
You know, to put it like Agathor would, Xander had a very solid rest.
Stop it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So
I will end you.
And this is why Agathor plays the electric guitar.
Alright, so
let's get back to the game. Right,
yeah,
so
let's get back to
Xander
the game for
is
sure.
into the Bowser. Well,
Oh,
not yet.
Stray does
We
not
have to
go for
delay our
Sandbar.
stream. So now he's in the Bowser fight.
There's not
That's
much to
all.
talk about the
35.
Bowser fight,
Let's-
except I hope he gets his the cape kill. I think that's if I remember, if my memory is serving me right.
Right. Strayson in Vob 2.
Alright, everyone place your bets. QSM says 35-58. I have faith.
I will say. I reckon a 36-20.
I'm gonna say a
Oh wow. You
36-02.
gotta mess up Buzzer then.
I reckon he will. I think he'll.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to sound mean, but I think he's. aware he's going to PB and is probably panicking a little bit. But-
Guys, I think we have a breakthrough. Louis is very accurate. 105 flat.
And Xander loses cape.
Oh my
so
word! Why do you do these things?
that
to
is
me?
unfortunate.
Sub 1 hour, maybe.
So now he's gonna go for this no cape strat, hopefully,
Boy.
and hopefully everything will go well for
Stray
him.
for a minute.
Stray almost hitting the spikes and losing cape, but doesn't.
I know.
So having a
Stray
good...
not getting frame ruled like Xander, and will be hopefully going through the rest of
Yeah, let's see if he can keep his
the
speed.
castle with P speed.
And he's keeping peace speed. That's good to see.
So I guess by
Nice
Agathor's
force it there.
philosophies, Stray doesn't want to win because he's going for faster.
Yes, that's exactly correct and consistent with what I said.
And it looks like
Oh no!
oh no! Oh no!
That's so tragic to see.
Losing both his feather and backup.
Come on,
And then
Xander.
Oh,
Very,
look at the
very
35,
unfortunate
look at
time for him.
35,
Let's hope Xander gets his PB. Just don't
35.
heck up Xander.
Will he get it? He gets it!
Yes! And Xander finishes with...
Oh no!
35,
Straevaras
57.
also dying once
Oh
again.
no! 35-57. So close. So close.
I guess 35-50. Oh, wait, I guess 35-37. Damn it, I was wrong.
GG,
Alright,
That was
whatever.
a very
GG.
good run from Xander there.
And also,
Absolutely insane.
Stray,
I was wrong.
that was a good fight. His run has been
Alright,
Yeah.
minute
very
46
good run
PB from Xander,
there.
with 3
And
gold
also-
splits.
with that-
Insane.
Stray
Insanity.
has put up
How
a
do you feel,
good
man?
fight. His run
Howdy.
has been
A
Um,
minute
GG Xander.
46 PB from
Stray dies in
Xander with
punch
3
two.
gold splits.
So the reason that was
insanity.
like a big PB
How do
for
you
me
feel,
was
man?
because my previous No Starworld PB was with no cage.
GG Xander. Stray dies in
Ah,
punch two.
okay.
No came
Hands to help.
But yeah,
What do you
That-
think was the worst part about your run?
Roy.
yeah,
Ah, okay.
No
Alright.
came
Hands to help.
That Roy,
well-
we didn't expect that to happen.
What do you think
No, I
was
don't
the
think
worst
anybody
part
expected
about
that
your
to
run?
happen.
Nah.
made
Nonetheless,
Agathor-
what happens
Yeah,
in a race
that-
just kind of
Alright.
happens.
I
That
think,
Roy,
well,
we didn't
Xander,
expect
I think
that.
your most solid part of the run was towards the end, not because of the gameplay, but because you got Agathor to talk in a demon voice. Yeah, but actually though, I think most of the run was solid. Like, if you hadn't died in Roy, I'm gonna guess that probably could have been like a low 35, maybe even a 34.
Yeah.
What do
I
you
mean-
think was the best part about your run, Xander?
I don't know. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna
Well
say
said.
the PB.
Well, yeah. I mean, getting the
That's
start,
always good.
the very start of Valley Forts, you know, I got the scrollless strat, but then, you know, frame rolled.
Yeah. So wait a minute. I think
Yeah, that was kind of
Xander-
unfortunate.
Xander now takes the.
Stray dies again.
Oh,
Stray having
the
very
thing
unfortunate
for-
luck in Valley Fortress. Very, very unfortunate for
But
him.
anyway, I feel I don't know. I think Xander might have the fastest time now, like for round one.
It should
Maybe.
be.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the fastest one was like a low 36, and now Xander has a high 35, so very solid.
I think Stray's tilted now.
Dethroned for the fastest time, but not for the biggest upset.
The thing with the Vob Fort right at the end, you just need to just not panic. Do not delay. Once you've jumped, you just need to have faith you jumped at the right time. Any hesitation, any delay will result in your death.
Especially
think-
towards the end.
Oh yeah, these ones here, your timing has to be pretty damn good. Stray is taking a big risk going that late.
Oh
That's so unfortunate.
no! Stray not
I think
having
he's-
any sort of luck in Valley Fortress. I think that makes it the fourth death from him in Valley Fortress. A very, very unfortunate thing to happen in a race, especially near the end. All I hope is he does not game over.
Let's not say that.
That is
let's not tempt fate now.
But he has 3 lives, so I believe in him. I believe he'll make it to the end with 3.
I'm hoping he does. I'm praying for him.
There better be 3 lives on the counter when we're done. Oh boy!
Oh
yes!
Just made it. Yes.
Reznor, please!
Oh, no! This is just so heartbreaking to see.
It
I
really
can't watch. It's just so bad. No.
Xander, I love your emote effects on.
Oh, this is just too much. This is too much to
I
watch.
love the Xander C emote so much.
Yeah, I love it. It's just going across the screen.
Oh, he died again. He might actually game over. We may have tempted fate here, guys.
Oh, no.
My goodness. This is gonna be so heartbreaking if he games over. I'm like on the edge of my seat now. I'm so afraid.
Oh yeah, I can't not watch. It's so unfortunate. He had such a good run for so long.
Oh no! Gaming over.
I think that may have been intentional. I think he may have just thrown
Let's
the
see if
towel
he
in.
has the courage to keep going. No, it doesn't look like it. He's not doing anything. That's very unfortunate to see. GG to both of you guys, though, especially to Stray, who went for most of this game, like, with terrible luck happening to him, and just kept going. I think this was definitely the pinnacle, though. Like, I would have forfeited as well. That is very unfortunate.
The Stray joined us.
I mean, I've
Hi,
been
Stray.
blown away with the effort that you put in. Like some of the strats are
Xander, meanwhile, adding perfect emotes to the end screen.
Sorry, sure. I was just getting set up.
Alright,
If somebody wants to drag Straevaras into here, that would be great.
Yeah. I just melted down.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind.
Yo, Stray, how you feeling?
Not good, but you know, that's how it goes.
Our heart was breaking for you there in Bob Fort. That was just so heartbreaking to see. You were playing so well for so
But,
long.
you know, that's how it
Just to
goes.
see that was, yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you think went well for you in that run?
Everything, but I thought everything went generally well except for Morton's and Ludwig, and
Especially Valley Fortress. That was probably the most heartbreaking for you, probably.
yeah, it's. I would try to go back for another feather and give it another try, but for some reason I just can't time the spikes correct.
Yeah, it's a difficult level, so
I think
sure.
one of them, you just hesitated a little bit for the jump. If you just carried on, I think you would have made that one. I know it's harsh for me to say that now,
Yeah.
but I know that mindset you're in. You died like twice, and you're just like, no, I've been there. I know how you would have felt.
Yeah.
It gets you. But you put up a good fight. You had a really good run.
What do you
It's
think
just a shame to
is?
see that.
What do you think is the best part of your run, Stray?
Honestly, I was really happy with Chocolate Valley.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
that was a very solid segment for you. Absolutely. I think like a PB would have definitely been in store for you, and I can understand breaking down at one of the very last levels. I've done it all of the time, and I definitely wish you luck in the rest of your races, and hope that hopefully you're way more fortunate.
Thanks.
And also, thanks to your orbing sunken ghost ship, I think we could kind of destroyed our microphones with orb.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm not
That's
sure the viewers
hilarious.
appreciated that.
Oh, I'm sure they did. It's fine.
Somebody clipped it.
I believe they did, yeah. They should post it in the Discord, SMW Discord clips. Oh, Eric has got it. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
I guess we can end that here.
Yeah.
Unless anyone wants to say anything
We have
else.
another race coming up though, so
I
We
probably
do,
won't be
in fact,
commentating
have
that.
another race. I'm gonna go get
Yeah.
a quick bite to eat, seeing as I have to go to work immediately after the next race. So, Our next
Alrighty.
race should be against with who is it actually?
I believe it's Eric versus mostly SMW. I believe. I'm not sure. Let me
Eric
check.
versus Smart Ball, according to.
Is it Smart Ball? Yeah, Eric's versus Smart Ball.
This should be a very close race. I'm really looking at this one.
Oh, same
So
here. It's
I think we are. Yep, we're gonna take a short intermission, and we should see you guys later. So we'll be back soon.
Thank you,
See you later.
Xander and Stray, for the race, and we will see
Absolutely.
you all soon.
Yep.
Bye.